ZL Entertainment.
Greetings, boys and girls. I'm Andy Dion from ZL Entertainment, and today we're here for some more Super Mario 64. So, it's been a while since I last recorded, so I'm gonna see what we need to do.
Let's go.
Yeah, so I can already tell this is not where we want to go, so let's try this one. Oh, and I probably should let you guys know that this whole LP is just going to be post-commentary. Usually for games that are blind, I'd like to do my initial commentary right away, but that's not going to work out this time. This is an old game, and I do not have the patience for old games anymore. So, well, that's not the right word. I have the patience. It's like pretty much all I have. But it's really annoying. That's the word. It's annoying. The camera stuff is really like old. And I was gonna say that it's not even the first 3D game. I think the first 3D game came out in like the 80s, but back then it was pretty crappy looking. One of my all-time favorite series the first game came out in 1994, and it was a 3D game. Of course, it was on the computer, but still. And that was Arena. That was the Elder Scrolls, the first Elder Scrolls Arena. So, yeah, that was the first 3D game I ever heard of, at least, and it was pretty good. So I'm looking around and I see a few things we might be able to hit, but I want to try this area. I'm not sure what to do here. Well, at least we get that. But even though this is post-commentary, I will commentate, like, what my thoughts were at the time. Basically, I'm trying to look down there. Obviously, there's something to do there, but I'm still really confused as what to do. And by the by, I recorded a huge 6.5 hour long session. And by 6.5 hours, I mean that I recorded an hour and a half first, and then like a few days later, I did a 5-hour session. In fact, I just finished that 5-hour session last night. Well, technically this morning, because it was about 5 in the morning when I was finally done. I'm trying to figure out what we have to do here. But that was a fail. Not exactly sure what to do right now. Can't get up there. Can't get that thing to go down. So let's try to go down here and see if there's anything down here. Got a blue block, so that's cool. Not really of any importance. But that's alright. I'm also really glad to say that it's not extraordinarily hot today. What is the temperature? Temperature. Oh yeah, this is just talking about the coin block. There we go. The temperature is in the mid-70s. It's about 74 right now. We're gonna go try a different level. But yeah, it's about 74 right now, so that lets you know that I don't even need the 2 fans on right now. I mean, my bedroom is still stuffy from all the heat of, like, 2 weeks being in the 90s. But it being in the 70s is quite nice. Did I... Oh, I did it out of order. That's cool. I kind of like that. Can the eel come out and play, though? That's a lame title. With the titles like that, are they different in different countries? Probably are. That would make sense. Alright. I see some things over in this area now. I still don't quite understand the swimming in the game. Not able to get that, apparently. Yeah, I don't like the inverted controls. Like, you have to press down to go up and up to go down. Kinda bothersome, but maybe one day I'll get used to it. Hint, after 6.5 hours, I still am not that used to it. All the different jumps you can do, I am used to, but that's about it. Yeah, this is just talking about stuff I've already seen. But it's nice that they have a lot of hints around, which is kind of needed since this is the first... This might be the first 3D console game. Not the first 3D game ever, but the first 3D console game, maybe? Maybe. So that means that when I hear people say GoldenEye was really good for its time, they like really mean it. I mean, right now, like nowadays, I can have a lot of fun playing it. The last time I played it was probably 8 to 10 years ago, and I played it with one of my best friends. We would play all the time. And it was really fun, actually. That was interesting. It was really fun, though, even for being at that point probably, what, 15 years old? And now it's even older. 25 now? Whoa. Yeah, that swimming is a bummer. That's alright. Alright. Where can we actually aim it? Okay, that's our range, it looks like. About there should be good. And yep, it was great. What can we do on this area? A button? Oh. Whoa. Oh. Okay, this is precarious. There we go. Do I have to, like, jump on that thing? I don't know. Can I get back in here? Okay. I don't know what to do. I will say... Well, nope, that won't work. I will say I'm really quite tired right now. I woke up About 1 in the afternoon. Like I said, I just finished the 5-hour recording session about 5 o'clock last night, in the morning, not last night, so 5 in the morning, and didn't really get to sleep till about 6. So, yeah, I probably only had about 6 to 7 hours of sleep. So, maybe this is the thing we need to get. Swimming's being all weird. I don't like that. Okay. Maybe we had to get it. Okay, it looks like it's actively pushing us. There's no possible way to get it, apparently. That's, well, time to go surface. Nope, go straight up. Will we make it? Of course we make it. The breath mechanics are very forgiving, considerably compared to nowadays. So maybe if I go straight head on in, maybe that'll work. Yeah, I'm not sure what I watched yesterday or game I played, but I had some like weird ass dreams last night. And some like weird like scientist bio crap. There was like one part of it, there was like this weird radiation that like a little droplet got onto like my body, and then a weird like kind of like some kind of Resident Evil monster styles like skin started to like appear. It was all like blue and pink and purple, and I was like, what the hell? Another part of the dream was these, I think they were zombies attacking, and they spit acid. And so this is how my dreams are. They're quite violent, actually. A lot of times. But yeah, they're quite violent sometimes, and a lot more often than they are not, I'll say. So let's go find something else to do. Let's see which ones we've got here. Oh, so I'd never went in here before? That's interesting. But yeah, my, slippery, okay? It's slippery, I get it. Yeah, a lot of my dreams are violent for some weird reason. But yeah, there was one point, sometimes the dreams they show the aftermath. So one of the zombies, like, had some kind of, is there a car alarm around here? So one of them, zombie creatures had, like, an acid attack. And one of the outcomes of that acid attack was me having to take care of the victims. And, like, their whole, like, torso was gone. And it was just like a skeletal remains. but they were still alive. And the waist and below, whoa, that's gone. Their waist and below was still there, and kind of like the neck above was good, but it was like the torso was just skeletal. But yeah, that's my dreams for you. Either that or a lot of horrifying stuff happens. What does this say? Whoa. Oh, that's just great. Well, there's a location on one of the red coins for future note. You would think, since I'm a huge perv, that I would have like pervy dreams, but most of my pervy dreams are like either really rare or non-existent, basically. It doesn't really happen. Okay. I guess we're not going to be able to make it back up the mountain. But yeah, I don't know what I watch. I haven't watched any movies recently. I pretty much only do YouTube stuff. Well, that was another fail. I mostly only do YouTube stuff, and there's not a lot of violent YouTube videos I'm watching. So it just must have just came out of nowhere. Guess I'll try this one again. Never mind. That's the water one. I still need to remember where everything's at. What about this one? Alright. Not exactly sure where we can go right now. Let's try this one again. No. Well, maybe. Shoot into the wild blue. The titles are definitely hints of what we need to do. Alright, let's get the... usually you get a 1-up there. When you see like a circle of coins. But I guess not this time. There we go. There we go. I like... Okay, the camera angles I'm kinda starting to get more used to. Why does that tip look weird? Could kind of see like a little space of a pixel at the corner of that thing. Not sure what the hell that's meant to be about, but whatever. Where's into the blue sky do we go? It's the only thing I can think of. Where would I shoot at to get to there? Maybe over there? Oh, yep, definitely a star there. So let's see. Oh, okay. That definitely did not work. Maybe a little bit higher. Okay, still a little bit higher. This is going great. I'm sure I'll get a star in this video. Or in this episode. Well, that's great. Yeah, well, let's go back to it. I'm pretty sure we'll get it soon.
Let's go.
Well, that was a nice save. Oh, surprised I made that one. There we go. Might as well just go that way. And the coins will heal us. Just like in real life. No, seriously, money can be used to heal. Whoa, that was wild. A wild shot. I need to like I need to figure out how to aim properly. Maybe up this high. Oh, there we go. Get all the coins. Not sure why. What? Oh, okay. That's a very short ledge, apparently. And the camera did not follow our character. So that was about here. There, no. Yeah, that should be good. Okay. I'm pretty sure I put it in the same spot, so, that's a little bit strange, but whatever. We'll do it this time. Or not. We'll do it eventually. About 7 minutes left in this episode, so I'm pretty sure we'll get it. Or, well, maybe 6 minutes left. There we go. Yeah, there wasn't much of a ledge on the other side. Come on, don't fall off. Just get it. Okay, I had to jump. That's weird. Even though it was, you know, right there for my character to touch. Maybe you can only get it while jumping, even if it's like right in front of you. Red coins.
Let's go.
Well, I know we're at least... Is there one right in this area? No. Okay. He's not guarding one. So I know there's one up here, obviously. There's one by the other sleeping... Well, there's technically two by the other piranhas. There's one on that one weird ledge thing. The spinning ledge. And I think there was one, like, below it, if I remember right. But that's all I remember. Yeah. Come on, camera. Come on, camera. Okay, I guess we'll go the other way. There we go. Once again, I saw the air through that tip of the pillar thing that I'm on to the left. I'm not sure what the hell that's all about. There we go, we got that. Indeed. Where's my 1-up? Oh, there it is. Oh, and it disappeared. How grand. I'm pretty sure there's one up there, but I don't think I can jump up it. Too bad there wasn't a better control for the camera. Can't imagine how much worse it was for people back then. Because, you know, being used to games in general makes this a little bit easier, but back then, I don't know, back then I don't think most people would understand. I remember seeing it when I was a kid and it looked hella complex. Like, I remember oh, got that, that's cool. I remember looking at the camera controls even back then going, that's weird. It controls weird. The first 3D game I ever played was, I'm pretty sure it was Grand Theft Auto's San Andreas. So, and I understood it right away. It just completely made sense. That being said, like, since I was a kid, you know, with all the 2D games, I was never a huge fan of them, but I liked the idea of video games. And so back then, I always wanted to play what I considered a real game. Well, that was a fail. I figured getting the bullet bill to hit it would work, but I guess not. But yeah, even back then when I was a kid, when there was only 2D games, I always wanted to play what I called a real game. And by that age, I mean the age of like being 10, around 10, somewhere around 7 to like 14 or something like that. Like, I always wanted the real game, and the real game in our terms nowadays would be considered as a VR game. I imagined a VR type game. Yeah, I know how to do a somersault. I don't see the use of it yet.